So a group of YouTube influencers who recently did business with the failed product that is FTX, of course, have been named recently in a $1 billion lawsuit for promoting the failed product. That's right. And this is crazy because in all my years of reading about lawsuits, I think that in all my years of research, that this is the largest amount of money that somebody was ever named in a lawsuit. That's right, a $1 billion lawsuit. So basically what it says here is that a group of investors that did business with the defunct cryptocurrency exchange FTX, and by the way, this is not a crypto advice video for those wondering, because obviously I don't know anything about crypto, to be honest. But anyways, getting back into this main topic. So a class action lawsuit against multiple internet influencers Wednesday, which alleges that the content creators pushed unregistered securities on their viewers and followers while promoting it. That's right. So basically, in other words, this lawsuit is now trying to hold a group of, or I guess a few group of YouTube influencers, how many that were involved in promoting FTX and all that stuff. And I imagine that they most likely are now in hiding to try and avoid being served legal papers, much like how Shaq is, because as you guys know, a few nights ago, I read an article that states that apparently Shaq, I guess, is out in hiding, or he's hiding in his house somewhere to avoid being served papers, legal papers, and being named in a lawsuit, because obviously, like, I think if I remember, didn't Shaq do a commercial promoting the product and all that stuff before it collapsed? And of course, with FTX, players like Tom Brady invested in it as well, where obviously Tom Brady, I guess, took a big loss, especially with FTX collapsing and all that. And of course, we all know the story. SBF, the founder of it, got arrested. He's currently awaiting trial out on like $250 million bail. That's right, which is like, I think, the largest, or I guess one of the largest bond amounts ever issued to somebody that was arrested. That's right. So it says here that a few content creators that have been named in the lawsuit are BitBoy crypto creator Ben Armstrong and also finance YouTube creator Graham Stephen, and among several other or 7 other individuals and the talent management firm Creators Agency. So I guess you could say that right now with this lawsuit here, I guess this is a great example of why trying to get gullible people to fall for what you're promoting is possibly a really bad idea, especially if it's not legit, okay? Because whenever people promote stuff like that, the number one question you have to ask yourself is this stuff even legit, or is this a big scam? Because because this really reminds me a lot of OneCoin. As you guys know, the founder of OneCoin, Ruja Ignatova, she's currently on the FBI's top 10 most wanted list for promoting also a failed cryptocurrency that ended up being just basically, in other words, just ended up being a big sham. And I guess you could say FTX is one of the latest crypto trends to follow this trend, because first there was OneCoin, which was like founded by Ruja Ignatova, who's like now in hiding for the past, I guess, 7 years now, because obviously she has been named on the FBI's top 10 most wanted list for promoting that. And of course, she vanished as soon as she realized, I guess, that the crypto firm was going to collapse. Then she basically fled. What I read about her, she was last seen boarding a flight from Sofia, which is the capital of Bulgaria, to Athens, the capital of Greece, and since then she was never seen. So presumably she's in hiding right now to avoid being held accountable for promoting the failed product. But the only difference is SBF, he might get held accountable. I don't know, just because with the background that he comes from, including where his parents, I guess both of his parents are Stanford law professors, I imagine that SBF could get a slap on the wrist. I don't know, but I just know he's facing like 100 years in prison, or I guess 125 years in prison or something if he gets found guilty of it. I don't know, but this is crazy. And it just goes to show you here that with all these people that, other people that want to invest, look up to, it makes you realize here that these type of people, yeah, maybe they don't give out the best advice either. And with this lawsuit right now, I imagine that most likely this is going to lead to that. I guess this is going to like send a big message out to all the other channels that are thinking about doing the exact same thing. All the other crypto channels, much like how these YouTube influencers got named in the lawsuit, that hey, if they do the same thing, then they could be hit with a lawsuit just like that too. And it's crazy. And I'm really wondering where this is going to end, especially given how players like Tom Brady who have and Gisele Bundchen who have promoted FTX when they first signed up for it. Now it just feels like it's a thing of the past, and it really reminds me kind of in a way also of the I guess it's like the crypto version of the Bernard Madoff situation, where if you guys remember Bernard Madoff, he also stole a lot of money from other people that invested into his I guess into his company, something like that. I don't know, but this is what it really feels like right now. So basically, FTX filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and obviously its founder has pleaded not guilty. And recently, SBF has also been hit with additional charges involving illegal campaign donations, and his criminal trial is going to take place in October. That's right, so that's going to be one trial that I'm probably going to be paying attention to a lot. But yeah, it just goes to show you here that with crypto, it looks like that it could be in trouble, and that's with this new lawsuit here involving the promotion of the failed product FTX. It just goes to show you here that putting all your eggs in one basket is arguably one of the worst decisions you could ever make. And I'm really wondering like how much it's just going to cost these YouTubers. And the only thing I'm wondering is did they make enough ad revenue to help them fight this lawsuit? Because I imagine that with all the ad revenue they earned from their videos, I imagine they will be now using all of that to try and fight this lawsuit and spend all that money on lawyers and all that. But yeah, I thought I just had to get this video out the way because this is without a doubt the largest lawsuit I've ever seen, a $1 billion lawsuit. Let me know what y'all think about it.